Hi there, Becky here from 168 Fitness. Over the past few weeks, I've been helping you to tone up in time for summer, and hopefully you have been following my advice and you are feeling the benefits. We're on week 5 now, so round about now or over the next couple of weeks, I would expect that you'd be feeling more toned and just more confident and looking good and feeling good. That's the main thing. When you look in the mirror, I just want you to be smiling and happy and feeling confident ahead of the summer holidays. So if you haven't started, then it's never too late to get going. Just start at week 1 and build yourself up. Keep going with it. If you have started, then just keep going. That's the main thing as well. So this week I'm going to talk you through some more progressions that you can do, building on what we progressed to last week. But as I've always said, just keep going. If you just want to maintain what you've been doing so far, that is fine. Maintenance is probably as hard as progressing what you're doing. So sticking with it and just keep going, be consistent, and you will get results, I promise you. But if you are looking to challenge yourself a little bit more, we've just got 2 more weeks of this programme. So the end is sort of in sight. Maybe you've got holidays booked for in a couple of weeks from now, so we can really push on, hopefully, with that in mind, with the goal in mind. So this week, week 5, I helped you to progress last week, but I did give you some choices. So this is going to vary. The advice I give you today is going to vary according to what you did last week. I said to you last week that you could either increase the number of days to 4 days a week that you were doing the mini circuit. Just to recap, mini circuit was squats, tricep dips and sit-ups or crunches, unless you've changed those for other exercises that you wanted to do. We were doing 15 repetitions of those, and we were added in some mountain climber intervals as well. So last week I said either increase it to 4 days a week that you were doing the mini circuit, or you were increasing the number of rounds that you were doing. So what you increased last week will impact on what you increase this week. I'm basically going to give you the same options this week. So if you increase the days for whatever reason, then you might want to increase the day again this week. So 5 days out of 7 doing this workout. So I did say last week that if you're you struggle for time in one go, so say you're doing 3 rounds of the mini circuit, and that takes you about 10 minutes or something, and that's the amount of time that you've got that you can set aside for this toning circuit, and that's fine. 10 minutes is great, but you could do that on 5 days a week. Then do that. If you could do that Monday to Friday, for example, that would be fantastic. So sticking with the same number of rounds, but just adding on a day that you do it this week. That would be good. So just progressing from last week. If you struggle with your availability, that you're not available on more days, you've only got the 3 days available that we started with right back at the beginning, then I said you could maybe increase the number of rounds. So increasing that to, if you started with 1 round, we might be increasing it to 3 rounds now. Or if you started with 2 or 3 rounds, you might be increasing it to 4 or 5 rounds now. So you can just make it work for you. And as I said as well, I'll just reiterate, you don't have to increase. If you really feel like you just want to stick with what you've been doing, that's good enough for you, feel the benefits, that's fine, stick with it. But if you do want to just increase a bit more this week, either adding on an extra day, so we're up to 5 days, or you're increasing the number of rounds that you're doing in one go, if that makes sense. It's still the same: mountain climbers, then squats, mountain climbers, then triceps, mountain climbers, then sit-ups, and 15 each of those, and then repeat the rounds if you can, and then 5 days of that. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Please do get in touch if you're a bit confused or not sure what to do, or just want a bit more help and advice. Always here to help you achieve your toning goals before summer. So please do get in touch, and if not, I'll see you next week for the final week of toning up for summer.